Okay, let me before we link this to everyone, uh let me adjust my microphone level. So check, check. Okay, check, 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 check. Oh, hold on, I need it. Okay. Too loud. Uh, this is probably yeah. Let me. All right. Let me do that. Let me go on YouTube and let me check, make sure I'm not, blaring. Let me check here. Can I not? Okay, thanks YouTube. Love you too. Okay, check, check, check. Okay, check, check, check. All right, a little loud, but I think it's probably gonna be good for when we're actually racing. Okay, let me turn it down. All right, check, check, check. I like that. I like that sound. I like that. Let me like. All right, here. Assess this now. Check, check. I like that. All right, that's fine. All right, I'm gonna link this. How do I? It's not letting me share. Oh, there we go. Share. Copy link. Link streams. Once we once we start, once we get into the actual race and actual lobby, I will I will start like doing intros and saying welcome and stuff like that. I'll get into that soon. Just give me a second. I'm just waiting for the race to start. Let me get the standings. Look at these updated standings real quick. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've streamed. I think 3 weeks, something like that. Because last week I think was canceled due to last week. Let's see. Last week we I don't think there was enough people last week, and the week before that, my younger brother's birthday was going on. So I think that's why I haven't been. Those are the main two reasons I wasn't able to stream and commentate races. So finally, I'm back and back to streaming, back to commentating. I'm glad I am. And by the way, this is not the only um, it's not the only thing I stream on this channel. If you guys want to check out uh, any game I play, ranging from Call of Duty, Vanguard to Rocket League. I stream those. I don't do good when I'm streaming too. That's the thing. Uh, Seems like people are starting to ready up. I'm guessing that's my cue. Let me see. Nope. Oh, now he's saying ready up. Okay. Alright. Well, it's not like I can really change any of that anyway, so. Let me get the standings up for you guys, and we will get this underway. Of course, I can't get the standings. Sorry, I had to do hashtag driver standings so I could get in there. Alright, once we get in here, I will let you guys in on these standings. I think a big standout here, so we're on realistic performance, and we are on, I mean, there are two Hasses with points. I mean, that's what I think is actually crazy, but I think mainly their points have come from just people not being able to finish in races like these where you only have 11 people, and it's pretty much a guaranteed, DNF. I mean, it's gonna happen every race. It's happened every race. I mean, so it was especially chaotic 2 weeks ago at the Dutch Grand Prix. I wasn't able to commentate because my younger brother was having a birthday, as that's two Mercedes getting out quicker, and an AlphaTauri and an Aston Martin get out there. And we'll let you in on these standings. So currently, championship leader is Danny. Is Danny of the Mercedes. We'll get to him. Where is he at? There he is. Danny Smolla. Danny leading Harris 152 to 115, followed by Gerardo 85, Macros 61, Felix 146, Kudos 37, Garcia 34 in the Haas, El Trocker 31 Alpine. El Trocker I think had the I don't remember who won the race in Spain. It was one of the Alpines though. That was an entertaining race weekend. So I first saw an AlphaTauri get out there. I saw an AlphaTauri get out there first, and it's not this one. It's Lepodome. Oh, and he spun. What? Why are people going off? Okay. Little confusion, but Aston Martin was the second car out. Let me get this map up here. It's the full track map. Lap data enabled. And here we go. So it's Fred the Red and the Aston Martin on the medium tires, trying to see what sector he can put up first. Since obviously it's going to be the fastest sector on the track of a 17.1, I think it was. I wasn't sure. He looks like he's going to put in a lap because he looks fast right now. But of course, you never know that until the final time is put up on the board. Brazil may seem easy, but the turn he just got finished with is one of the hardest turns to actually complete, as it's a very easy turn to spin out. Same with this one. You have to be very careful with the throttle around here, especially with no traction control if you're using that. Some people obviously I know. Oh, and again, traction control showing up there. You have to be careful with the throttle as he almost loses it into the grass. Coming around the final few corners is Fred the Red. You have to be careful with that inside curve there as well, as he's going to come around these final few corners, cross the Emirates sign, riding that inside line. He's going to cross the line. He's going to set a 110.420. Nice. A 110.420, and fastest lap immediately just bested by It's Ide, I don't know. I'm going to say URL. and invested by Danny Smola. And so currently the times is Danny and Harris go second fastest overall. And we'll pay attention to McCreamy as he's going to cross the line. McCreamy crosses the line. He will go fourth fastest. So clearly the fight for pole between the two Mercedes, 107.6, and there's Felix 1. Man, he needs a promotion, doesn't he? Felix 1 consistently putting in the performances. That is absolutely brilliant from Felix 1. And you have to wonder with the Red Bull, oh, that's a corner cut, so I'm guessing that lap time is deleted. You just have to wonder, when is Felix 1's promotion going to come? You'd think, and you know, as a commentator, you wouldn't think I would say these things, but, you know, with the performances, he needs that promotion. And maybe next season, I guess, though. It's going to have to wait till next season. But Felix 1, what a masterclass he has performed. Ever since I've joined this league and started commentating since, I think it was round 7 or 6 or 7. I think it was round 6. Because I missed round 7 and, or, let's see. I think it was round 7. Round 6 or 7, it was Spain. I watched Felix 1 put on a performance for the ages. He didn't, and I think he didn't end up winning, but, or he did end up winning. It was the Alpines that ended up being second and third, I think. If my memory serves me well. And then in Belgium, that was very entertaining. What an absolute masterclass Belgium was of a race. Very entertaining. Turn 1 carnage and everything you could ask for. As we've got Shadow Smalls, Lepodome, and Fred the Red looking to possibly put in laps. As here's Fred the Red, I think he's on his fast lap here, and that's just Lepodome, I think, just being slow here, letting people by. Oh no, Fred the Red is diving into the pit lane. I want to brake a little earlier there, don't want to get a penalty. And this would be Shadow Smalls heading into the pits as well, and I think Lepodome also. Yes, he will be. Wild's Jerome on an outlap. The only car out on track now is Jerome, and we're going to continue to pay attention to him on his flying lap. Now, what an interesting fight for pole this is going to be between Felix 1, Danny, and Harris. Actually 2 title contenders and a runner-up, not a runner-up, but a certain surprise. Felix 1 is currently 5th in the standings with 46 points. It's a large gap, you know, 106 points behind the championship leader, Danny. But, you know, with a little luck and a couple race wins, Felix 1 could still be in this. You know, a couple DNFs and a couple Felix 1 wins, and he might still be in this. As we see Jerome turns 1, 2, 3, and 4 now. Heading down the straight, let's see a sector time he can set here. He's going to set 16.6. That's a good sector time. It's good enough. Yellow flag, sector 2, and Harris is out of this race. Harris is out of qualifying. I do not know what has happened. I'm sure we'll catch it on, or not out of race, sorry, out of qualifying. I'm sure we'll catch it on someone's camera. I don't know what's happened. I always miss these things, man. That's tough. Anyways, we'll get back to Wild's Jerome as the car has been cleared up, most likely. I guess we'll check Discord and see. Yeah, he says no. As Harris, his comms, we'll say it's comms, but it's what he typed in Discord. Yeah, he said no, and he says I had so much more time left, and he most likely did. You know, first lap time, and he's third, and that's a pretty solid lap time. And he says my mistake. He apologizes there, but he'll be okay. As Jerome sets the fastest lap. Now that's a welcoming surprise I will take. I will take a welcoming surprise like that. I was not expecting Jerome to set a pole lap, but you know what? I like it. I like the ambition. Jerome is currently in 11th place in the standings, looking to break into the top 10, and he can if he doesn't DNF here, because the man who ahead of him in 10th place and ninth place are both tied for 29 points. It's Adrian Zito and Neon Valilol. Valilol scored a podium in Spain, I remember. It was my first race commentating for this. Oh, my DualShock 4 battery level is low, and you will see that being blocked on your top left. So that's a welcome surprise. We'll pay attention to, as there's the yellow flag sectors 2 and 3. That usually means a spin, but it's not. Alright, we'll pay attention to Danny Smola, the championship leader. We'll pay attention to him. Let's watch Danny on his possible provisional pole lap. Crosses the finish line. He's going to head down into turns 1, 2, and 3. 2, 3. There you go. I probably have that wrong, but you know. So heading down the first straight, the first DRS straight. And we're going to see what he can do here. Oh, is he going fast? Okay. He's slowed down. He's slowing down. I thought he was on a fast lap. He slowed down. I don't know why. It might just be me. I guess not. So Shadow Smalls crosses the line, and he's gonna start his fast lap here, I think. That's what he's gonna do. Unless he already said his fast lap. I'm not very good at this, but looks like he's setting a fast lap. I don't know what happened with Danny Smola, but you know, we'll ignore it. He might have had traffic and we missed it. I wasn't completely sure, so we'll pay attention to the McLaren as he sets a 17.2. Not the best sector he can set, but he did improve by 0.2. So that is a good improvement for him. But he's got to go faster, as it seems like a little lag is hitting him. The beautiful sound of that Mercedes engine in F1. Just brilliant. So we'll catch back in on Danny Smola. I think now he's on an outlap. Yeah, 16.7, 39 hundredths down. And we'll pay attention to Danny Smola here. Oh, getting a little squirmy with the throttle. Have to be extra careful here as he rides that inside curb. Just determination from Danny Smola here, trying to set a personal best as he goes 0.2 quicker in Sector 2, and that's the fastest part of the track. Or not the fastest part of the track, but it's the part of the track that takes the most, you know, skill in my opinion. And he improves by 0.2 there. He's going to cross the line here in Sector 3. And he's going to set a 1:07.451. A 10th improvement, and he is, wow, 4 thousandths of a second behind Jerome. What a lap by Jerome then, because that is a flyer. I'll pay attention to Lepodome there. Let's see, his final lap time is a 1:10.352. I think he's setting another one. And I didn't even notice King Abdul, one of his better performances is he's top 5. Usually been near the bottom, but yeah, he's top 5 now. So that is a brilliant. Those are 3 brilliant laps right there by Jerome, Denny, and Felix 1. We'll pay attention to the Ferrari as I think he's on his hot lap now as he locks up a bit. Pay attention to his rear view. Nice little view there. It's the DRS straight, and we'll go with a TV cam. Number 2 he's wearing. I'm going to say Ugi, or Yuji, because I don't know how to pronounce that name. Yellow flag sectors 2 and 3. I'm guessing it's just slowing down. Fred the Red, I believe, is just on an in lap. No, he's not. He's on a... Oh. Okay. He's on an outlap. My bad. I wasn't even paying attention. But here's Fred the Red, looking to set a new time. And an improved time, maybe trying to sneak in to 7th. Maybe a 0.3 improvement. 3.5 tenth improvement there, maybe to sneak into seventh place in qualifying ahead of his teammate. It looks like sector 2. I'm guessing that's just a car stopped. And there's debris. There's debris. I think it's from Lepodome. We can see, yes, he's missing a front wing. Or Lepodome. Sorry, not Lepodome. Lepo is missing a front wing. And we'll have to go back and see what happened there and how he lost a front wing. It was most likely from another car, and we'll have to see that. As here comes Fred the Red trying to finish his outlap, and then after this, we will pay attention to Felix 1. Actually, what we'll do here is we'll switch to Felix 1 on his hot lap, and we'll just see how Fred the Red's time improves. So here comes Fred the Red. Fred the Red's going to sneak into 6th. What an improvement by Fred the Red. As Felix 1's going to start his hot lap, I believe it's his hot lap. No, he slows down. Ooh. So interesting info from FPX Racing. I'm guessing it's Harris. So, if things stand as it is, with where they're at now, Mercedes will win the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes only needs 1 point to secure the Constructors' Championship. So it's going to be a very entertaining weekend. Or not weekend, but, you know, we can pretend it is. You know, because that's what we do. We can pretend it's a weekend, but they only need 1 point for the race to secure this Constructors' title. 2 championship contenders, 1 championship contending team, it seems like, as they are absolutely flying this year. Alright, here's Felix 1's hot lap. Here we go. Oh, when he gets a bit squirmy there, and that's not going to be a good time. As I don't think it was invalidated because he's still pushing. So, alright, he's 2 tenths down. He's got a lot to improve. Oh! Into the wall! Felix 1's out. He's done. An overcorrection, and he spins right into the wall. And that is it for Felix 1. Disappointing, to say the least. And now it's just Jerome and Denny fighting for this pole position here. Oh, it's King Abdul sets a 107.9. But that is pretty sad, I would say. That's disappointing. Because Felix 1 and Harris both were fighting for that pole position, both out of qualifying now. Just tough, really, really tough for him. So, Felix 1 and Harris out of qualifying, both were pole position contenders. Shadows Wall's trying to improve on his lap time and maybe move into the top 7. I don't think it's very possible to improve by a complete 1 second and 1 tenth, but you know, you gotta try, right? That is just really, really, really tough for Felix 1. And Kingdom Duel's out of the race. I've missed this as well. Maybe we can find the Carnage somewhere, as it's sectors 2 and 3. Maybe we'll see it on the Aston Martin here, or maybe the Mercedes. Oh yeah, there's some debris. Where'd he go? Where's his car? Well, that's tough. There's no more yellow flags. His car's disappeared. I don't know what's happened to King Abdul, but he's out of this qualifying, and now it is definitely just 2 people contending, unless Inside, I don't know how to pronounce it. This Alpine can possibly contend, as qualifying is coming to an end. And who's ahead here? It's Jerome on the lap right now, and then it's followed by Danny. Danny's done. So This is going to be pole position for Jerome. I didn't realize the time, folks. This is going to be position. This is going to be pole position for Wild Jerome as Danny's car is trying to retire, but it won't really retire. As Jerome, can he improve on his time? He is by 2/10, a 107.1, almost a 106. That is a flying lap there. 3/10 past Danny Smola's best timed lap. As URL's time is still on a flying lap, and he's going to improve. He's not going to improve. Let's see Lepodome. I think he's coming up on his final lap here. No, he's not going to improve here. I don't think. He might. No, he's going to cross the line. It's going to be a high 109, and I think he's going to stick in the last place. And so it is pole position for Jerome. Wow, but I mean, this is, if you're Mercedes here, if you're Denny and Harris, this is actually very nice predicament here, because you know, you got two championship contenders, and you have to earn 1 point to win this championship, this constructors championship. So this is the lineup here. It's Jerome, followed by Denny, Felix 1, Harris, Abdul, Saidi, Fred the Red, McCreamy, Uji, Shadow Smalls, and Lepo. So his pole position for the Red Bull of Wilds Jerome. Congratulations to him, and let's see if he can hold on to that pole position for a win in the upcoming race. Oh. Well, guys, I have some information. Mercedes are the Constructors' Champions. I did not know that because I didn't know there were actually points for qualifying. So I was a bit oblivious to that. As the formation lap starts, it's Wilds Jerome, followed by Danny, followed by Felix 1, followed by Harris. Oh, yeah, I don't know if that was the best idea, Harris. I don't know if that was the best idea. Trying to get a little intimidating factor there. As he's just gonna, you don't have to zoom in, dude. A little trying an intimidating factor there. Maybe on Felix 1 trying to get side by side. Maybe the first step in intimidating. The Verstappen intimidator strategy, but it didn't work because he went into the grass. So if you guys are watching the stream right now, for those who are watching the stream right now, give your predictions. If you're not a driver and you're watching the stream, give your predictions of your top 3 for this race. Maybe there's a sleeper. Maybe somehow McCreamy will sneak into 3rd. You know, give your top 3 predictions for this race. If we even finish with 3 cars, I hope we do. I think we will, as we're gonna have an entertaining race on our hands. One of the most entertaining tracks in Formula 1. Definitely one of the most entertaining tracks in the video game. So as they're going to start lining up now, they get ghosted here. This is going to be a brilliant race, won't it? But again, congratulations to the Constructors' Champions in real life and in the video game and in our racing league. Mercedes AMG. Congratulations, Danny Smola and CSB Harris. Congrats, guys. As we are going to see 5 lights. 5 lights. There they go. Off they go. And I'm trying to get rid of this stuff. As Danny Smola went into the lead off turn 1. And it's going to be Danny followed by Jerome followed by Felix 1 as there's a Red Bull spinning and it's King Abdul. He's into the grass. Fred the Red has lost spots. And what a chaotic start here as the Red Bull side by side with the Mercedes. Down the inside he goes of Danny Smola. Oh, they push each other wide just like real life Brazil. Side by side. Who's going to come out on top? Gives the Mercedes of Danny Smola a squeeze. Danny wiggling a bit. And it's Jerome right back into the lead of this race as Danny took it off the start. And an entertaining first few turns as we'll pay attention here to Harris as we got the top 4 leaders. As King Abdul makes a spot up on McCreamy immediately. And that is a horrific start. Follows from 5th to 8th. That is a tough start. So we'll get back on Felix 1 here. On Harris, actually. So we can get some entertaining views. We'll see with Danny Smola if he can use that overtake. He was using it for a second. You could see it on whenever that turns green on the steering wheel. That means he's using overtake, as he is using overtake. Catching, catching, and catching. Jerome's probably going to save his ERS. Felix 1 right behind them, looking for any opportunity. As McCreamy has a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Wing damage most likely there. Lepodome also 5-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane. They both dive into the pits from possible, probably, wing damage. As Danny does not get the best exit there, and Felix 1 is looking to capitalize. Here we go. So it's Jerome followed by Danny, followed by Felix 1, followed by Harris. As these 4 cars are all within a second of each other. Harris not looking like he's got the pace right now to keep it up with these guys. He's going to have to use a lot of overtake to keep it up with these guys. As he goes off the track, he starts to lose the car. He goes to the grass. He's overcorrecting, and he has fallen back about 2 seconds now. And URL Saidi is right on his tail. He's going to use that overtake. Lepo is retired from the session. There's a virtual safety car right as an overtake was about to happen, possibly happen there. And if you're Saidi, that is not what you wanted to see, as there was a possible opportunity to strike on Harris there. As Harris made a mistake, he got a little squirmy, went to the grass, corrected it, got a little squirmy again. Lepo has left the session now, but he DNF'd. I didn't see if he crashed, though. And I don't know where the flag is. And we'll try to find where this happened. I think there were some skid marks back there. And now the virtual safety car is done. It's over, and we're back racing in Saidi. Not what you want to see for him if you are Saidi or if you're an Alpine team principal. So that is tough. But here we go. Back racing. If you're Danny, you're really pushing, getting everything you can out of a corner to possibly check for a slipstream and get some ERS. Jerome not using overtake. Danny is using overtake. Here's Danny. Will follow. He's got DRS. He's not using overtake. He's going to go around the outside. Who's going to brake later? That's the real question. Side by side they go. Side by side still. And into the lead of this race goes Danny Smola, but Jerome is going to clap right back with his own DRS. With a DRS of his own. And Danny is going to lose the lead of the race once again. As Felix 1 right there. Right on Danny's tail. And that is not what you want to see if you're Danny, because you've been exposed now. You lost the lead right after you got it, and now you're exposed to the AlphaTauri of Felix 1 as King Odul gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And McCreamy is at the fastest lap of a 1:10.3, but these guys really haven't had a chance to set the fastest lap, as, you know, first lap and then second lap battles, and then, you know, just some lead battles, you know, nothing new. And a virtual safety car, obviously. But this is where Felix 1 wants to capitalize. Whenever these guys battle, Felix 1 just gets closer and closer with DRS and overtake of his own. You better be careful with this, though, as we'll look at how much ERS he has. He doesn't have much. You might want to slow down on the ERS deployment. As here comes Danny Smola. DRS again. He's going to go around the outside again. Who's going to brake later? It's going to be the Red Bull braking later. Danny going for a switchback, getting a better entry, better exit. And here we go. This is for the lead. And of course, Felix 1 taking advantage of this. And here comes Danny Smola. Danny Smola into the lead. Back into the lead. Oh, but he gets a bad exit. And he spun! He's spun by the Red Bull. Oh, Valgero and Felix 1 is into the lead of this race. Harris is into third place. Danny is falling. Danny is falling back down to the bottom of the field. No safety car. He's lost the front wing, and this is his race gone down the drain unless there is a safety car to save him. That's gonna have to be reviewed by the stewards. I had a good view of it on his rear wing angle. That is not what you want to see, but that is what you want to see if you're Felix 1, as now you have a pretty solid lead, as we don't know if Jerome has wing damage or not. We'll have to see if he dives into the pit lane. That is insane, guys, and yes, he does have wing damage. He's going to dive into the pit lane, and it's going to be Harris into the second place. Almost everyone's going to move ahead of him. I think, not except McCreamy. McCreamy will not. Let's pay attention to Jerome. He's getting that wing change. I think Danny's gonna come right behind him. This is the battle we'll have to pay attention to, guys, because this is not done yet. You know, they're right behind each other. McCreamy obviously, I think, is gonna pass Danny here while he's in the pit lane, but Danny, I'm sure, will make very, very, very quick work of McCreamy, as he does not have the fastest car. He's not the fastest driver out of those two. I'd say Danny is probably the fastest driver on track besides Felix 1 and Jerome and Harris. Those four are just about equal, almost equal. But we'll continue here with this entertaining as Jerome's out. Jerome is out of this race. What has happened? Let's get on Danny's onboard. I don't know what's happening. He's gonna see him here. This is a safety car now. Maybe we can see his car here. There it is. He spun. He's out of this race. Suspension broken on the left front tire there. And a bit of karma, maybe a bit of karma coming back to Jerome, as he is DNF'd. He is gone. He is out of this race. That is absolutely insane. Wow. What a first couple of laps here, eh? How about that, guys? I'm checking the comments real quick. I see there was some comments here I maybe missed. Oh, I just my thing like repeated what you sent earlier. FPX. All right. So, as I missed, it seems McCreamy has hit the pit lane. Same with Harris and Felix 1, as they now both. So Harris has softs. Actually, he has not pitted. Let's look at the not lap data. Pit stops. So the ones who pitted. So McCreamy has 2. He pitted damage, I think, wise. And it doesn't really matter. McCreamy, it's a free pit stop for McCreamy. But okay, so Felix 1 hit the pits. Harris has a pit stop here, as he put on, I think, brand new softs. Let's check his tire age. Alright, yeah. So brand new tires go to McCreamy, Danny, King Abdul, Saidi, Harris, Felix 1. So Fred the Red is into the lead of this race with 7 lap old tires, 7 lap old soft tires. Those are gonna wear out very quick. So let's look at the position changes off the start. Fred the Red, obviously 6 spots gained. That's because you know, it's because he didn't pit. So Felix 1 is into third. Harris into fourth. Sorry, I'm out of breath. This is an absolutely insane race right so far. Very entertaining. I've had so much fun commentating it so far. Man, I can't wait for the day for me to get a co-commentator, eh? That'd be fun. And hopefully I get Hopefully I get a pretty entertaining partner to commentate with me. Our safety car is ending now. And here we go, and a move is already being made by Felix 1. And he's already in the second place as Harris gets a bit touchy, and they are out! They're both crashing, they're not out of this race. But they come together, the Ferrari leaving 0 space there. And wow, what a move. That's not good, as he probably has wing damage. And there's Danny! Danny is spun again. What has happened here? Man, I'm missing all of this, aren't I? That's not what you want to see. If you are, yeah, that's not what you want to see, guys. If you're Danny and Harris and that Ferrari. No, I'm not going to pronounce the name of because I don't know. But, here we go. So, I think it's Felix 1 on the chase. Fred the Red. This is not a move that's going to surprise me if it happens. But here comes... Oh, and they're 3 wide. I didn't even notice King Abdul sneaking into the lead of this race. So King Abdul has snuck into the lead of this race unsuspectingly from Fred the Red and Felix 1. And here we go. Felix 1 side by side with Fred the Red once again in the Aston Martin with the AlphaTauri. And he's going down the inside, and he's going to get the overtake we were waiting for. Oh, as he runs the Aston Martin a bit wide, Fred the Red looking for space that wasn't going to be there anyways. Felix 1 into second place, looking for another race win. This is going to be it, guys. This will be the battle. The 2 Mercedes not having good days as Shadow Smalls hits the pit lane, and gets a new front wing, and we'll check this penalty real quick. So the current penalty on King Abdul is 3 seconds, and we'll let's see, interval, here we go. So we'll keep this updated on penalties here as Felix 1 is trying to catch up to King Abdul. So King Abdul has a 3-second time penalty. DRS is enabled if Felix 1 can just stay within. Let's check on his ERS management. He has 37% ERS here. He's just got to manage that ERS. Don't use too much of it. You don't have to. You still have plenty of time. As Harris gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings for track limits. So that is 3 seconds to Harris's time at the end of the race. As now, if you're Felix 1, you have to conserve ERS. Your pace has been stronger than his. It's probably been the strongest out of all the cars, but of course not equal car settings, so it's probably been the fastest pace today, considering car performance. And you just have, if you're Felix 1, just manage the ERS if you want to take the lead of this race. That's King Abdul! King Abdul spun it! He's lost his wing! He's still in this race, but he has lost this wing. And Felix 1 doesn't even need to conserve his ERS as he's into the lead off of a spin of King Abdul. Like I said, throttle control in Sector 2 is the main thing of this track, as Harris is right on the tail of Saidi. Shadow Smalls has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and he's going to get the DRS. He has like almost no ERS, but he does get the overtake. Harris is in the second place. Danny Smollett has the fastest lap of the 1:10.2. And we'll keep up on him. Danny Smollett fell to last place. Moved up to 9th off Shadow Small's pit. We'll pay attention to Saidi here, see if he can catch him. He's not going to catch Harris. And we'll get back to Danny. Danny is who I want to pay attention to. All that anger is going to turn into absolute fiery pace And let's see if he can build this back up. Let's check, the gap to the leader for Danny Smola is 7 seconds. Oh! They come together, McCreamy not knowing what he's doing. He wasn't looking in his mirrors, and he blocked off Danny. McCreamy has a 10-second time penalty. Danny a 5-second time penalty for corner cutting. And I'm guessing that 5-second penalty should be removed at the end of the race. Was not his fault. McCreamy probably deserves a penalty for dangerous driving there, maybe. But not the corner cutting, obviously, because he was hit from the back. But it was his fault. So I'm expecting Danny to keep his spot, but he's probably going to have to pit. Because for a new front wing, yes, he will. McCreamy not playing it so clean. And Danny Smola, his race just down the drain once again. That is just so sad for Danny. You really have to feel for him there. As we'll get back on the interval. So it looks like no one's close. And you just really have to feel for Danny here. And, oh, his car's gone. Alright, it's a bit glitched, but there he is. Oh, why? It's not showing him. It's not. Because he's in the. Okay. Danny's a bit glitched for me, but, you know, it'll fix right. There we go. Can I switch this? Yes, I can. Alright, and we'll keep close, a close eye on Danny's pace for the upcoming, the upcoming laps. As Harris trying to catch Felix 1. Felix 1, in my opinion, a raw pace advantage here. This is gonna be a race. This is gonna be a race for the ages. We don't know. Like I said before the stream started, I didn't think the top 3 was gonna stay like top 3, and of course it didn't. We lost our pole sitter, Jerome. Jerome and the leader came into contact, and they both got screwed there. So now, here's Danny. Gets DRS on King Abdul, trying to catch King Abdul. The championship leader, this is massive for him. He has to make a charge. A Lewis Hamilton-esque charge, like he did in real-life Brazil just a couple of months ago. Here we go. It's Danny looking for a move on King Abdul. You think he might be a bit jittery here as he looks for a movement on the outside, but King Abdul moves right back to the outside line and sticks it there. Sticks his car in a good position for no overtaking opportunities. Danny looks to be looking maybe for an opportunity on that inside line. He might look for a dive bomb. No, he's gonna stay patient, and I second that action. I second that decision because that's a good idea. You know, just making sure no mistakes are made, making sure nothing dumb happens to you like it's been happening to him as he almost spins there, has to correct it left. As he's already faster right there than King Abdul, and he's just going to save it. He's going to wait till the DRS zone. And let's see, Danny should, with ease, be able to overtake King Abdul with the DRS. He's going to have the overtake and the DRS. He's going to have the slipstream. He's going to have the pace advantage. He's going to have everything he needs to get that 6th place. He's going to choose around the outside, and he's pretty much going to clear him already before the turn. King Abdul has to back out from even trying to get back into the move, and Danny is into 6th place. Great move there from Mr. Danny Smola. And he's going to use the overtake, making sure King Abdul doesn't have a comeback overtake like Sergio Perez did in Abu Dhabi and Brazil. He did it in both races against Lewis Hamilton. Sergio Perez did. And now Danny is back into 6th place, looking for a top 5 finish. Shouldn't be that hard, but he has a long way to go. 20 seconds to the next car, which is Uji in the Ferrari. Now, what Danny needs to win this race, I think Danny is still in contention to win this race, and here's why. Why is because, look at the penalties, first of all. McCreamy has a 10-second. He can get to top 4. He has the raw pace advantage. And there might be, like, one more safety car, probably. Someone might spin, you know, it's a twisty track. You know, it's a hard track as Danny sets the fastest lap by quite a bit. Plus 6 seconds, and yeah, McCreamy again piling up the penalties. 13 seconds now. Danny has his penalty gone. so it doesn't really need to be removed. So that's okay. So it's Danny making a fight back. And this is just something you gotta root for. We all race we've seen what's been going on with Danny. You know, his unluckiness, his contact with Jerome, Jerome front wing damage, Danny front wing damage. Got lucky to not DNF there on that spin, and looks like he's making the most out of that luck. He's making the most he can out of all the bad luck he's had. And I know I'm kind of, you know, seems like I'm rooting for him. I kind of am, not to win, because I don't care who wins. I think it's always entertaining with whoever wins. But I'm saying you just got it's something you gotta root for when you look at when you look at how his race has gone. You know, it's like Lewis Hamilton in Brazil. Like, you see all that, like, you know, he already had the engine penalty, the ICE penalty, and then he qualified first, and then he got disqualified from qualifying, so he started last in the sprint race, got up to like 14th or 4th, I mean, and then he got penalty again because it was his ICE penalty, moved down to like 14th and won the race, something like that. But as you can already see, he's making up that time. It looks like no one is really going anywhere places wise. That's a bit laggy there. King Abdul, 3-second time penalty. There's a yellow flag sector 2. Oh, and it's King Abdul, I think. I think it was King Abdul who spun. I think he spun, and I think his tires are a little bit messed up. Let's see if he pits here. Who knows? Has he spun? I think his tires are gone. What is that corner cut? Alright. Anyways. Oh, and the Ferrari has hit the pits, and now Danny's in the top 5. That's what you want to see if you're Danny Smola. And his charge continues, his Lewis Hamilton charge. He's got the pace advantage, in my opinion, on the next 3 drivers ahead of him, the Creamy, Seide, and Harris, his own teammate. Danny, his pace is raw. I know I've been, you know, just constantly talking about that, but it's just something you gotta respect. So we'll cut back to Felix 1 and see how his race is going. You know, he's sitting pretty comfortably in the lead as Harris hits the pit lane. And yeah, that's where I thought his strategy would not pay off, is with the soft tires. And Seide with the hard tires into second place. That's where I thought his pace or his race would not go well. As this is really going to help Danny with all these guys pitting now. Danny's on the mediums, and I think when he pits, because I think he could make this race last on the mediums. Who knows? Let's see the lap time. Oh yeah, they're fine. Yeah, he probably could make these things last till the end of the races. He's gonna back out off of Harris here. We'll turn this back to the penalties, as Danny does have the pace advantage on Danny does have the pace advantage on Harris, sorry, and he probably will get this overtake done soon. But again, patience is key. You can't get too antsy to get this overtake done. Take a drink, man. Thirsty. Let's get all hyped up. Uh-oh. Oh, I got a notification saying the application is going to suspend in 15 minutes because it cannot be verified. Well, that's lying to me. Oh, yellow flag sector 2, and it is Fred the Red who spun. That's not good if you're Fred the Red here. He's probably going to be struggling on these tires here. Shadow Small is probably going to be able to overtake. As Felix 1 is about to lap Shadow Smalls already. As oh wow, and I missed the battle. I'm sorry, guys. I was missing the battle because I was focused on what happened in Sector 2. And Shadow Smalls gets the overtake on Feather Red. I think Feather Red's hit the pit lane. Yes, he has. Alright. Now this is where it gets entertaining. Oh! Danny's lost it. Almost lost it completely. Oh boy, that's not what you want to see with Danny. It just, you know, just a string of bad luck. And some errors made. And that's not what you want to see. That's not good for Danny, but he's still in the top 5. Lucky for him, didn't crash. And I think he can make these tires last to the end of the race. You know, it could happen. So, not much happening here. But, still Mercedes in 4th and 5th. Felix won. Was actually, before this race, my pick to win it. You know, I thought Felix won would, you know, sneak a lead and when if the two leaders came to contact, and they did. That's what was coming into my mind before this race, and that happened. So, this is going to be very entertaining to see how this race turns out for Felix 1, as he's already going to get blue flags for Shadow Smalls. Shadow Smalls is going to get blue flags for Felix 1 soon, very soon, as they should come now. Shadow Smalls is going to get ghosted. He's going to let the leader by. He's going to go into the grass to let him by. So, everyone will earn points in the race, guys. There will be no non-point finishes. So this will be entertaining here. Oh, I didn't mean to blow my mic. That's my bad. That is my bad, guys. Oh, Feather Red getting a little squirmy there as Danny is already catching back up to Harris. Let's see how this turns out. So Harris still in this race. He crashed out at qualifying at 4th, and there's a yellow flag sectors 2 and 3. Now it's gone. Okay, so that was unnecessary, wasn't it? We'll check back in on King Abdul. As he's into the grass, trying to defend from the Ferrari of Uji, who's got DRS. He's not using the ERS, probably going to save it. Yeah, it seems like he backed out there. He's going to try to get better entry as he locks up the tires, locks up his hards. Not much to his hard tires, but still not what you want to do, as he's way too far back down to possibly make an overtake. But we'll keep this updated. We'll keep dropping in on this battle, seeing how it goes. Uji was starting to catch King Abdul there. I think King Abdul maybe made a mistake that we missed. Maybe that's why there was a yellow flag. As we're back racing with these guys. Alright, sorry guys. Had to deal with something. It's a yellow flag. Sector 3. And it's probably, I think it was Feather Red. Oh no, he's just got blue flags. There's still a yellow flag Sector 3. Trying to find where it is. And it's King Abdul. I think he's lost the front wing. That is not good if you're King Abdul. I think he's lost the front wing here, though. He's got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That is not what we want to see. He's DNF'd. King Abdul is pulling into the pit lane. He's getting a front wing change, but it says he's DNF'd, and this is a game error. As now he's gone. He's just DNF'd. This is not a day for Red Bull, now is it? As Denny cannot find the pace to catch up with Harris. But maybe if McCreamy does what he did to Harris, what he did to his teammate, Harris's teammate, maybe Denny will probably catch up, but we'll see. And we'll see as McCreamy looking to get a podium. And I remember laughing at the thought of McCreamy getting a podium at the beginning, but it doesn't look very likely. 13 seconds and penalties, and Harris is already here. McCreamy made a mistake. Danny looking to catch up on these mistakes. And Harris just needs to stay patient as McCreamy kind of slowing him down there. And we'll pay attention to Danny, who's going to benefit the most out of this. Can't get too anxious there, Harris. Don't want to get too anxious. As Danny really takes advantage of that. As look at how much he's caught up. 1.5 seconds. Almost 1.5 seconds caught up to Harris. But Harris getting DRS. And that's really going to propel. Oh, he's run out of ERS. Harris's ERS management not being the best this race. As now the Mercedes into third place. McCreamy doesn't look like he's going to be able to... Oh, he could actually. As Harris has almost no ERS, and McCreamy's going to come right back at him. Oh, and he pushes him off the track. They make contact. McCreamy has wing damage, and Harris might be penalized for that. Harris already has 6 seconds in time penalties. He might have an extra 5 seconds added at the end of the race. This is a yellow flag sector 2, and it is Fred the Red who has spun it. A couple of yellow flags, but now it's green again, and we'll come back to McCreamy as he's going to be holding up Danny. Might just let him by here. Yeah. Oh, I think I've lagged out of this race. Nope, what happened? McCreamy's gone. McCreamy's lagging a bit. I think. Please don't tell me I'm lagging. As Danny gets a bit squirmy there. 5-second time penalty for Fred the Red, who's speeding in the pit lane. Here's Harris, third place. Danny fell back on Harris because he was stuck behind McCreamy. He was going slowly, who's currently in the pit lane. So McCreamy gets a 5-second penalty removed. That was yellow flag sector 1. It is the Ferrari of Uji. It might be a safety car if he gets stuck there. Yeah, this might be a safety car as he's broke the front wing now, and he's DNF'd. Uji is DNF'd on his own. There's a safety car. That's not what you want to see if you are Felix 1, right as you cross the pit lane area too. And that is not good, as it would be very smart for Danny to hit the pit lane here. Danny, Harris, and Saidi to hit the pit lane. As yeah, here comes Saidi. That's not what you want if you're Felix 1. And oh, Saidi gets a penalty. Another speeding in the pit lane penalty. Yep, there goes Harris. And there goes Danny. All into the pit lane. Don't speed, though. You guys can lock up the tires. You're taking these tires off anyways. But if you're Felix 1, you want to get there as quick as possible because you need to get to that pit lane. You need to get to that pit lane as soon as possible. I don't know why he's stuck on that, as Uji has left the session now. And I would have too. If I'm Felix 1, I'm trying to just even speeding, you know, but just hit that pit lane, get there as quick as possible. Don't speed though. As yes, he hits the pit lane now, and he should come out back onto the lead. And if I were them, I'd put on some softs. As these three go into softs, Felix 1, gotta go on the softs. Not so fast of a pit stop there for Felix 1, but you know he's gonna come out in the lead anyways. And if you, who's gonna benefit most from this? And it's gonna be Harris, Danny, and Felix 1 because those three have had the fastest pace of the day. Danny and Felix 1, in my opinion, had faster, but Danny unlucky. Felix 1 been out ahead all day, or almost of the day. Been out ahead. Harris has been playing catch up, and he's been doing a pretty darn good job of it, eh? Because he is right up in the top 3. It's actually, it might not benefit Harris here, because if you guys remember, if you look at what penalties Harris has, he has 2 3-second penalties, and it equals 6 seconds in time or in track limit penalties. And we're on lap 29 now, and McCreamy might be able to stay within 6 seconds of Harris. With the safety car, with all the possible... well, the thing is, McCreamy also has 13 seconds. I did forget about that part. So we'll ignore that. It's between the top 4. I don't think anyone 5, 6, and 7... I don't think anyone in 5th, 6th, and 7th place is going to really contend for a top 4 spot because of their penalties as well. Their penalties and their pace. So, again, the 4 deserving. Sidey been able to stay right there in the top 6 all day, most of the day. Let's check, alright. So Felix 1 started 3rd, if I believe. Yeah, and then, so Danny was 2nd. So, Sidey started 6th and has stayed in the top 6 most of the day. So he started 6 out of 11 cars. And the one, it's funny, Yuji, here's something funny. Yuji DNF'd, and he made up a place because he was able to stay in the race long enough to where the people ahead of him DNF'd, and he just made up a place. You know, that is something, eh? I sound like a Canadian with how many times I'm saying "eh," but no. I am so excited for how this race is going to turn out. And I don't know why Shadow Smalls is ahead. Oh, I think it's because of lap cars. Ooh, Michael Massey might want to fix that. Michael Massey might want to fix that. Safety car's in this lap. Whoa, a last second safety car in this lap? Yeah, Michael Massey really exists in the game too, doesn't he? No, this is to Michael Massey. Because honestly, to be fair, to be honest, I didn't see the problem in letting them buy that. I just should have happened a lap earlier, but wouldn't have changed the outcome. Outcome would have been the same. So here we go, safety car in, and we'll change the position change to penalties, and we'll get this off. So Harris, Danny, all looking for this. Is Shadow Smalls is a lap car. He's gonna let them buy off the bat. So we'll pay attention to Danny here. And Sidey. As Felix 1 already pulling away. And that's who's going to really favor from this. And Felix 1 would be my pick to win. As here comes Danny right on the tail of Harris. And Harris is on AI. Harris, oh, now he's not. Harris is no longer on AI. But, this is the battle. It's going to be a battle for 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. It's going to be 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Who's going to battle for that. So, Shadow Smalls... in last 3-second time penalty, he's going to fade away from being able to stay within the 6 seconds of Harris. I think that was a no-brainer. And here's Danny Smalla, right on the tail of Harris. Gotta be conservative with that ERS, as he has been. And Harris is at 30%, and he's out of ERS deploy. Harris and his ERS management has not been good today. It is not what you want to see as he dives down the inside of Danny there. Danny having to back out, but I'm sure he will take advantage of this. If I'm Danny, I would just save it, not going for a move. Just stay conservative because I don't think the win is in your sight here because Felix 1 has already pulled out ahead due to the two Mercedes battling. So and who's inside he spun. He might come back across and hit them. Oh, the brakes saved the Mercedes. Wow, that was very close to being very bad for Danny and Harris. As he almost came across and hit them both, almost. And this is the battle. So DRS is going to be enabled right after they cross the finish line, I believe. I think, or it might be one more lap. I think it's one more lap till DRS is enabled. We'll see. But if I am Danny, I am holding. I am waiting because now Danny and Harris are actually in contention for the lead, depending on if they crash or not. Danny can get past Harris quickly as DRS is now enabled. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. And so DRS is going to be enabled. Who's going to have more ERS? It's definitely going to be Danny. Harris, the ERS management, not working well for him today, as he's way ahead of Harris now. Harris's ERS management, not good today. Danny, way ahead of him. And Harris is going to stick into the podium positions, I'm sure of it, though. All he has to do is just finish the race. You know, his pace should be good enough to stay ahead of the guys there. So, but we'll pay attention on this charge. He has 3.5 laps to catch Felix 1, who is on the same lap age tires. Actually, one lap less old tires than Danny. So it's probably not going to happen. But you might as well try. As Harris is probably going to come back, I think, with DRS. If I'm not mistaken, he will get DRS, but I do not think he will get the overtake. He's not close enough. He doesn't have enough ERS. Danny just going to conserve his ERS here, as he was using it at first. And we'll pay attention to the back of Danny here. And Harris gets another penalty. And Harris's race looks like it's going to stick where it's at. We'll check the gaps to the leaders here. So Shadows is a lap down. So even if like Shadows was within 6 seconds of him, it wouldn't matter because he's a lap down. So this is where it's gonna end here. I think so. 4 seconds. Saidi would have to be within 4 seconds of Harris to beat that same way, and McCreamy would have to be have to be within 13 seconds of him. So it's pretty much like he still has a 13-second penalty, I think, or something like that. Or was it within 4 seconds? I don't know. Anyways, or it might be 5. I'm not doing math. I don't know. But, I just missed it. Saidi is going for an overtake on McCreamy, and Saidi is ahead of McCreamy. I just missed it. Paying attention to that. As here comes McCreamy back on. Oh, and they make contact. Back on Saidi. And here comes Fred the Red, looking for a move on Saidi. Wow. So we've got 1.5 more laps to go. It's going to be Felix 1. We'll stick with Felix 1 for the remainder of this upcoming lap. Now what a drive it's been today for Felix 1. He's got 1 more lap to go. No pushing necessary. 3.5 second gap to Danny Smola behind him. And this is how the race is going to finish. This is how it's going to go. So it's going to be from third to first. Danny stays in the second place he's been. The most impressive to me, two most impressive drivers for me today have been Danny and Felix 1. No penalties, and both didn't start from the from pole position. Danny went all the way to last place, made up spots. Last place again, made up spots. He had very unlucky days today. But the one who has had the best day today is definitely Felix 1. And behind Felix 1 with the best days are the two Mercedes, the Constructors' Champions. But here comes Felix 1. What a day it's been. From third onto the first place position, and he wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. Followed by Danny Smola in second, followed by Harris in third. So the Aston Martin Alpine has no across the line overtakes, and that's the race, folks. As it looks like the Mercedes or the McLaren moved up ahead of McCreamy there. And what a race it has been today. Congratulations to Felix 1 with another race win. Wow. I can't believe that, guys. That was absolutely insane. So, I'm going to thank you guys for watching so much. You have your Constructors Champion. You have your two championship leaders in second and third. You have Felix 1 with another win in an AlphaTauri. You have 4 DNFs. 3 cars lapped. What a race. I'm going to tell you guys right now, that was one of the most entertaining races I've seen besides Belgium when I streamed that, but it was unfortunately on Twitch, so I couldn't recover the stream. But I want to thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. That was absolutely brilliant. I will see you guys next week for another FPX Racing League race. See you guys later.